Welcome to the sports segment of the HGP Nightly News. I'm Sean Embrack. Making the news in football locally is the revival of women's football made possible by a collaborative effort by the Guyana Football Federation, GFF, and the National Association for Women's Football, NAFWF, with a two-day tournament held over the weekend. We have the details in this report. GFF made a deliberate effort to once again get football in the women's department going.
As you know, Guyana has fallen behind over the past couple of years with its women's program, and we felt that it was a good initiative to kickstart the women's program with this revival tournament. We have clubs from Bartica, BERBICE, ESSEQUIBO, the Rupununi that we've brought into this 2 days tournament, Saturday and Sunday. We want these clubs and the management of these clubs to go back into their various districts and to be re-energized and excited about football. With that excitement, we hope that it will translate into them getting very mobile and getting a couple of tournaments on. The Guyana Football Federation will be working with stakeholders within these associations to see if we can get some funding. We are working very close with the government of Guyana, and we've just been able to access a decent amount of funding through FIFA for our female program.
President of the National Association for Women's Football, Charmin Wade, assessing the tournament, related that she always knew women had the skills and talent.
Football first, you don't get a better feeling seeing what I'm seeing here this afternoon. Second, of course, like you said, the start again, women's football in Guyana. We hope that this, of course, is a first of many. Our next program is data development. We have a national on 15 shortly. Well, I've always known that we have hidden talent here in Guyana locally with women's football. And this is one of the reasons why we try to do something like this to us to showcase those talents.
8 teams participated, drawn from regions 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 9. At the conclusion of play on Sunday at the Tocqueville ground, Anai's women finished 4th. They lost to FRUTA Conquerors B, and in the final, FRUTA Conquerors A defeated Bartica 2-0 to claim the inaugural title. Guyana's junior table tennis boys team qualified for the first Pan American Junior and Cadet Championships, which is scheduled for the 25th to the 30th June in Vancouver, Canada. This was as a result of their stellar gold medal doubles performance at the Caribbean Championships on Friday last. The 18 years and under junior boys doubles pair, Kyle Edgell and Elisha Johnson, secured gold for Guyana at the Caribbean Junior and Cadet Table Tennis Championships in the Dominican Republic. The pair stormed to the title after overcoming Trinidad and Tobago's Aaron Wilson and Joshua Maxwell 3-1 in the finals. The team has now added gold to its silver medal secured in the team event, which concluded on Friday. The performances guarantee Guyana's team qualification into the Pan American Junior Championships in Canada. Basketball, Bounty Coast's junior team awarded title after Dinah's Raven walked out refusing to continue the match after the referee called for order in the Ravens' corner. We have the details in this report. The Under-23 Georgetown final was contested over the weekend at the Burnham Court Parade Ground. The final mirrored the abrupt end to the first Mecca 3 finals back in March.
There was a violation against one of the member of Ravens ball club who was standing in the area of the coach's area of the Ravens. However, my counterpart decided to stop the game and asked for the player to be removed from the area, which he refused. By law, if a spectator or a supporter of the team who is not supposed to be in a bench area is asked by an official to be removed, I think it is only fair to say that the coach should at least comply by asking the said player to be removed from the benches area. Subsequently, that did not happen, and as a result of that, my counterpart, Mr. Dexter Douglas, has instituted a technical against the coach. I've called the coach of Ravens and I asked him to please comply with the rules, because having a player, a non-player or a spectator or a game follower of the team is not by law supposed to be at the benches area. However, he refused to comply, and subsequently he took his team off the court. because another technical was instituted against him. Having said that, the game has been terminated because the refusal of Ravens did not comply of playing the game, and as a result of that, the game has been terminated.
What was the final result?
The final result, Bounty Colts has won the game by default.
This time, the referees deliberated, and after Ravens refused to continue the game, the final was awarded to Bounty Colts. Vice President of the GABF reiterated that indiscipline will not be tolerated at any levels.
At the senior body in the land, we are going to ensure certain things. We got to move away from wanting the game to play or trying to have the game progress, but we're going to need to start looking at all the mechanisms, all the arms working in sync. You know, we will not condone any indiscipline on behalf of Georgetown, or especially from on the 23 point of view.
The GABF is gearing up for the Mecca 3 final on Sunday, April 23 at the Sports Hall, and in July the hosting of the Caribbean Basketball Championships. Finally, in cricket, KEEMO Paul's all-round brilliance saw ESSEQUIBO registering their first ever under-19 victory over BERBICE, and Demerara beat the selected under-17s in the first round of the GCB under-19 three-day inter-county competition 2016. Calvin Chapman with that report.
Under-19 world champion KEEMO Paul followed up his excellent 84 with a 4-wicket haul to leave BERBICE to crumble to an innings and 60 runs defeat, a huge upset. When play resumed Friday at the Enterprise Boston Sports Club ground, BERBICE needed another 83 runs to make ESSEQUIBO bat again. But from the onset of play, ESSEQUIBO seemed set on pressing home the advantage, as they upped the ante by having Matthew Adams caught but pad by Sachin Prasad off the bowling of Lukna Chinku without adding to his overnight score of 33. The destroyers with the ball were KEEMO Paul, who took 4 for 13, Akil Adams with 3 for 14, and Lukna Chinku with 3 for 39. ESSEQUIBO, in enforcing the follow-on, had BERBICE reeling at 47 for 5 at lunch. After lunch, BERBICE never looked up to the task for a heroic recovery and were quickly bundled out for 93 in their second innings. KEEMO Paul was named the man of the match for his super all-round performance. Over at the Wales Community Centre ground, defending champions Demerara mauled the under-17s by 7 wickets. Ronaldo Rennie was named the man of the match for his first innings, 67. The second round will conclude on Tuesday, April 19. BERBICE will take on Demerara at Everest, while the select under-17s will go up against ESSEQUIBO at DCC.